All right, well, what I actually did here was I used a thruster instead of a solid piece. And so now it, yeah, let me, oh, for heaven's sake, how does, this really kind of demonstrates why you don't want to use a real penis for your mold, because you won't have to do this when it's time to when it's time to get it out. Hi friends, I am Wednesday Leave Friday with Women's Health Interactive, and today we are making DIY fleshlights out of cornstarch and water. Before we get going on today's project, I do need to give you a short disclaimer that I am not a doctor and this is not medical advice, and if you do decide to make and use these items, please do so at your own risk. So we're going to start out with 200 grams of cornstarch, which I'm actually going to guesstimate. They say not to do that, but I just did it, so sue me. And then some water. You want to go about, depending on your vessel, you want to go about an inch above where your cornstarch is. Okay, from there, and you want to stir it up. And you can do this in your container that you're going to make it in. I have a separate one just because I find it easier to stir in a smaller container. All right, so you're going to put that into your container, which is not very full because that's short. But the point is you want to dissolve all that cornstarch in there and fill it almost as full as you're going to fill it. And after that, you're going to add boiling water, okay? Boiling water to fill it the rest of the way up. Once you do that, you're going to pop it in the microwave. And that is what we have here, actually. So this gets put into the microwave for as long as it takes to, this actually I don't think is quite done. I think it's not quite translucent, which it should be. And once that happens, as you can see, we've already put our mold item inside, and yeah, that's pretty watery. Yeah, probably not ideal. Honestly, I tried this project 5 or 6 times. I did not have great results with it. I honestly am not sure that I would even recommend it. So if I were going to make something out of cornstarch, which obviously I am, I would look to my old friend silicone. If you're going to do a project like this with silicone, and you probably should, you will be squeezing it into a container, okay? We're just going to do a little bit here because actually I think I might be out of silicone. Well, isn't that a predicament? So you have your silicone and you're going to add your cornstarch and stir it up. Now I would say to use food-safe silicone. You can probably get away with just using regular caulking silicone or whatever. So again, we're just doing a small little amount here. And you may want to wear gloves while you're doing this. As you can see, I am not. But you can make this into basically a dough-like playing substance. Okay. All right, well, what I actually did here was I used a thruster instead of a solid piece. And so now it yeah, let me oh, for heaven's sake, how does all right, so the point is that if it doesn't want to come off, it might take a little coaxing, but the great thing is that once we do get it off, it's gonna, oh, I can even feel it. It has great texture under here because of the toy itself. So when a actual penis is inserted into it, it's probably going to feel pretty amazing. You know what? Hey, can you get this out? Oh, see, that is so great. Can you see that? There are these great ridges inside. It's fantastic. But honestly, if you're looking for something that is pliable and soft and that can be used at room temperature, I actually think that unflavored gelatin is a great way to go. You don't want to use flavored gelatin for this because you don't want sugar on your bits. Remember that. So this one we mixed up a little firmer than the directions said. I think I used about 2.5 cups of water to 2 full packets of unflavored gelatin. Give it 45 minutes to an hour. Get your mold, put your mold in, take your mold out, and look at this. You have this glorious hole. That could probably use a little bit more firming up, but you can use this in the cup or out of the cup, whatever your preference is. Those are all great ways to use cornstarch or similar to make molds. And don't forget, when you use these, you absolutely want to use a water-based lube with them. I think that's all the tips we have for today, so we'll see you next time.
Like what you see? Want more? Subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on the latest videos, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. See you next time.